A company that started sketching ideas on a napkin at Denny's just reported numbers that no other company in history has ever reported. It's not Apple, it's not Amazon, and it's not Google. And the ripple effect of what they just announced is going to change the way you live, work, travel, and get medical treatment, probably within the next 5 years. This is NVIDIA. And right now, they are the most important company on planet Earth. So here's the plan for today. We're going to break down NVIDIA's record-breaking Q4 2026 earnings and why Wall Street's reaction was honestly more interesting than the results themselves. Then we'll dig into what NVIDIA announced at CES 2026. Very interesting, by the way. The new tech that is genuinely going to change the physical world. And we look at why governments across Europe are now racing to partner with NVIDIA directly. If you think the last 5 years of AI growth were wild, you haven't seen anything yet. Now, let's start with the earnings, because honestly, these figures deserve a moment of silence. NVIDIA's Q4 2026 revenue came in at $68.1 billion in a single quarter, 3 months. That beat Wall Street's best estimates by nearly $2 billion. Adjusted earnings per share hit $1.62, about 7% above what analysts expected, and the data center division, which is essentially the business of powering the world's AI, pulled in $62.3 billion, which was up 75% compared to the same quarter last year. 75% year on year. For a company already this large, that kind of growth is almost physically impossible, and yet here we are. Now, here is the number that really got people talking, and that was NVIDIA's guidance, meaning what exactly they are forecasting for the next quarter. This came in at $78 billion. The market consensus was $72 billion, so that's a $6 billion beat before the quarter has even begun. Their own CFO stated that they expect consistent revenue throughout all of 2026, exceeding what was originally projected in their $500 billion Blackwell and Rubin revenue opportunity. Now, to put these numbers into perspective, NVIDIA's full year 2025 revenue hit $215.9 billion, up 65% year on year. The AI revolution didn't just lift NVIDIA, it made them the engine driving the whole thing. Now, those numbers that you just heard, I don't just talk about this stuff from the sidelines, I actually invest in them. Global AI infrastructure spending is projected to surge by over 60% to $700 billion in 2026 alone. We are talking about the single largest investment in human history, and the window to get on the right side of it is closing very fast. I manage my own semiconductor and AI technology strategy through eToro, and if you want to see exactly how I'm positioning myself as all of this unfolds, my entire verified public portfolio is linked in the description below. And feel free to join my new Discord channel. Link is in the description as well. Do not try to guess the winners yourself. In a market moving this fast, even the professionals get it wrong. And that's why I personally recommend eToro's copy trader feature. You can find an experienced investor, someone who actually understands the GPU supply chain, AI infrastructure, and you can set your account to mirror their trades automatically in real time. It's completely free to use, and honestly, for anyone still learning the market, it's the smartest way to be in the game without going blind. The next wave of AI spending is already on its way. Get stuck in now. Now let's get back to the show. To understand where NVIDIA is actually going, you need to understand what they announced at the CES 2026 event, and specifically a platform called Rubin. Rubin was named after the brilliant astrophysicist Vera Rubin. This isn't just a new chip. Rubin is a fully integrated AI system, so CPUs, GPUs, networking, interconnects, and software, all designed and optimized together as a single unified architecture. Think of a previous GPU generations like buying a very powerful machine. Rubin is like buying the entire car, fully assembled, tuned, and ready to race. Now you may be asking, why does this matter? Well, there are 3 reasons. Number 1 is efficiency. As AI models get bigger and more capable, the cost of running them has become a genuine challenge. Rubin is engineered to dramatically reduce the cost per AI computation. This makes advanced AI more accessible to more companies and researchers around the world. And then second is the speed of data movement. So here's something most people don't know. One of the biggest bottlenecks in AI systems isn't the chips themselves. It's how fast data can travel between them. Rubin's new networking architecture tackles that directly, removing the traffic jams that slow down even the fastest hardware. And then thirdly, and this is the big strategic play, Rubin standardizes AI infrastructure. So instead of every company building their own patchwork or mismatched hardware and software, Rubin becomes a trusted, consistent blueprint that data centers, cloud providers, and enterprises can deploy with confidence. So less complexity, fewer surprises, and better results. And for businesses, this is genuinely exciting news. It means that AI stops being an experimental project with unpredictable costs and outcomes, and it starts becoming a reliable, scalable part of how they operate. Like electricity, like the internet, just infrastructure that happens to be extraordinarily intelligent. NVIDIA isn't just building AI that runs in data centers. They are building what Jensen Huang calls physical AI, so intelligence that acts in the real world. So think robots, autonomous vehicles, industrial systems, and medical research tools. At the CES 2026, they announced 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦, an AI reasoning platform for autonomous vehicles. The key word is reasoning. Not just recognizing objects, but understanding context and intent. So as a perfect example, knowing that a cyclist who's swerving slightly to one side is probably about to change direction, or understanding that a truck that is pulling out of a junction is going to block the lane in 2 seconds. Now, Mercedes has already signed on to integrate 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦 into future vehicles, starting with advanced driver assistance systems and expanding from there. And NVIDIA is also partnering with Siemens on industrial simulation and with Commonwealth Fusion System. Yes, a nuclear fusion company on energy research. When fusion scientists and industrial giants are both reaching for NVIDIA hardware for their most critical work, that tells you something profound about where AI infrastructure is actually heading. And let's talk about Europe just for 1 second. At NVIDIA's GTC conference in Paris, Jensen Huang announced that Europe's AI capacity is expected to grow tenfold in just 2 years. NVIDIA is partnering with European governments, telecoms like Orange, and local AI companies like French startup Mistral to build AI data centers across Germany, Italy, Armenia, and beyond. The concept is sovereign AI. Countries owning and controlling their AI infrastructure rather than depending entirely on overseas providers. Now, how exactly did we get here? How did NVIDIA come to be? Jensen Huang was born in Taiwan. He moved to the USA as a kid and he worked his way through college. Before he was a CEO worth hundreds of billions of dollars, he was serving tables at Denny's. And it was at a table like that with 2 co-founders that he sketched out the idea for NVIDIA in the early 1990s. Now, the insight was simple but powerful. The thing holding back computers wasn't the processor, it was the graphics. So visuals couldn't keep up. What they did was they built a company to fix that. They named it NVIDIA, partly from NV as a placeholder for next version, and partly from the Latin word Nvidia, meaning envy. And guess what their first marketing slogan was? You'll be so jealous of our next chip. Turns out that was less of a tagline and more of a prophecy. Now, for years, NVIDIA dominated gaming graphics. But while everyone was focused on cloud computing and mobile software, NVIDIA quietly realized that their chips designed to process massive amounts of visual data in parallel were uniquely suited for something else entirely. And that was training artificial intelligence. The same architecture that rendered explosions in video games could actually process vast data sets that teach machines how to think. So they built the software ecosystem around it and trained the researchers. They embedded themselves into every AI lab, every university, every tech giant's infrastructure. And by the time the AI boom arrived, NVIDIA wasn't scrambling to catch up. They were already the foundation it was built on. That's not luck. That's 20 years of focused and deliberate strategy finally paying off at the exact right moment in history. Now, in the near term, NVIDIA's Rubin platform rolls out at scale. More governments are signing sovereign AI infrastructure deals. Data center revenue keeps climbing. The $78 billion quarter guidance, which was already considered ambitious, will likely be beaten again. And looking further ahead, something I find highly interesting, quantum computing enters the conversation in a very serious way. Jensen Huang, who not long ago said quantum computing was decades away, has very recently said we are approaching a tipping point. NVIDIA is already building tools to connect quantum and classical computing systems together. And if and when that transition happens, NVIDIA is positioning itself to be the bridge between the two worlds. And then there's the sheer scale of investment coming. Global AI infrastructure spending is projected to hit $700 billion in 2026 alone. So to put that into perspective, that's more than the entire GDP of most countries on Earth being invested into AI infrastructure in a single year. NVIDIA sits at the center of where the majority of that investment flows. And the broader picture is this. We are in the very early stages of the most significant technological transformation since the invention of the internet. The companies and countries that build the best AI infrastructure now will have the structural advantages for decades. And right now, one company has a bigger head start than anyone else in that race. And here's the thing about NVIDIA that most financial coverage actually misses. Yes, it's an incredible investment story. Yes, the numbers are staggering. But the real story is what all of this actually builds. The AI that NVIDIA's chips are training right now will help doctors detect cancer earlier. It will design better drugs faster. It will make cars genuinely safe to drive themselves. It will help engineers solve climate problems that have stumped us for decades. It will make education more personalized, cities more efficient, and if the research holds, could be instrumental in cracking nuclear fusion as an energy source. NVIDIA is not just a semiconductor company. They are the foundation being laid under a future that most of us can barely imagine yet. And that future is being built right now at a pace that is genuinely accelerating every single quarter. Not even every year, but every quarter. The question isn't whether AI is going to change your life. It already is. The question is how fast. And NVIDIA's latest results suggest the answer is faster than anyone ever expected. So if this got you excited about where AI is actually heading, not just the hype, but the real, tangible, world-changing stuff, drop a comment and let me know what you think the most exciting application is, whether that's self-driving, drug discovery, or something else entirely. And if you haven't already, check the link in the description for my top 5 investors from eToro, and make sure you join my Discord channel where we talk about all things tech and investing. Now, finishing up, if you want to hear more about what is happening in the world of AI, NVIDIA may have a few companies, one in particular, to contend with. So watch this video here and find out more about Elon Musk and his SpaceX ambitions. Take it easy. Peace.